Hi, this is Shannon. If you are new here, I am a homeschooling mom of three little ones, ages 5, 3, and 1. We are part of Classical Conversations and love it. This will be our third year in Classical Conversations. So I started when my oldest was pretty young, and I am glad that we started. It was fun to be a part of the community and meet other homeschooling moms and see what they did and just kind of how it works. My kids are still pretty young, so we don't do a whole lot. We read a lot, we play lots of games, we sing songs to learn the memory work.
5, 10, 15, 20.
My 5-year-old is definitely getting more interested in doing some math and learning how to read and write correctly. I want to have some time to give her the focused attention that she's craving to learn how to do those things. With my 3-year-old and 1-year-old, however, it can be pretty chaotic and challenging sometimes to find that time. I have learned a few tips that have really helped me feel like I can give my 5-year-old that time and also give my 3-year-old and 1-year-old what they need too. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video because my last tip that I'm going to share I think is the most important one. First thing I have learned is how important it is to spend one-on-one time, especially with my 3-year-old. It can be really difficult to give her the attention that she needs when my 5-year-old is demanding it. She gets the attention that she wants because she's really good at demanding that. And my 1-year-old is a little baby, so of course he gets what he needs. But my 3-year-old can kind of get lost in the middle. The middle child thing is definitely a real thing. So I have learned that if I can just spend even 10 minutes just one-on-one with her in the morning, giving her my full focused attention, it makes such a huge difference to our day. So I try to read a couple of books to her in the morning or just play with her one-on-one for even just 10 minutes. And it's so good. It's so fun to spend that time with her. I can tell she really loves it and enjoys it. My husband does work from home, and so it's nice he can help in the mornings with my 5-year-old and 1-year-old if they need something during that time. But that's something I'm really trying to do is just go into my 3-year-old's room in the morning, even if it's just reading one book with her, something that just gives her that one-on-one tension right away in the morning. And then I feel like she's more willing to go play by herself while I'm helping my 5-year-old or participate in what we're doing too. I just feel like she has a better attitude and spirit if she's gotten that focused attention from me.
You never seen in a long time.
I haven't seen her in a long time.
The second thing that I haven't done before until this year, and it's making an enormous difference in our mornings, is I am rotating our toys. So what I mean by that is this summer I put a bunch of our toys into different bins because first of all, we just have too many toys. So I decided to put them into different bins. I put them in our closet, and then each morning I bring out a different bin and put it in the living room. And then once my baby's done eating breakfast and just antsy and ready to get out of his high chair, I put him over with the toys from that bin in the living room, and it's like new toys he hasn't seen in a week, and he's so entertained by them. And that allows me to keep reading to my 5-year-old and 3-year-old and do some activities with them, and he's pretty entertained. And then my 3-year-old, usually is done with things before my 5-year-old, and so she'll go play with some of those toys too, and same thing, it keeps her entertained too. So I've always heard about rotating toys, and I never did it until this year. I wish I had done it sooner. It's great. And my 5-year-old gets excited about it too. It doesn't matter if they're little baby toys or what they are. Just because my kids haven't seen them in a week or so, they're just really exciting. Plus, it's less stuff that's out in our house because I'm keeping the toys in separate bins. And so it's easier for me to keep things in order when we have less toys out. The third thing is I try to include my 3-year-old as much as possible. I want her to feel like she is part of our homeschool just as much as my 5-year-old is. And so I have math for her, even though she doesn't need to do math yet. I have her math, which sometimes is just coloring with a dry erase marker on, some laminated papers that have shapes on them. Or I do have a little preschool book for her with different activities in it that I'll try to do a little bit with her. I don't pressure her at all, but I want her to know that she's included and that if she wants to do it, she definitely can. I think it's really important for our younger children to feel special too, and that if the older one gets a handwriting book, they get one too, even if it's not, a real handwriting book, just something that makes them feel like they are part of this too. The fourth thing I haven't thought a lot about until recently, but it's been a game changer for me, is love language. So if you've heard of the book, The 5 Love Languages, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you should read it. It's really good. So they are words of encouragement, acts of service, gifts, physical touch, and quality time. And my 3-year-old, I think, is so physical touch. She just loves sitting in my lap while we read, just loves anything that is positive physical touch. She loves to cuddle. My 5-year-old doesn't really like that, but my 3-year-old really loves that, and that seems to really show her that she's loved and valued. Sometimes it's easy to not give her some attention because the 5-year-old's demanding it or the baby's demanding it. If I can just hold her in my lap and read for a little while, that's a game changer. The last thing that I think is the most important, I think these are all really important, but the last thing is to just hold things loosely and remember what's most important each day. Just spending time with your kids and loving on them and playing with them and enjoying them. They're only little for so long. I know we hear that all the time, and sometimes it's really hard. Little kids have lots of needs and can be very demanding, and it can be exhausting. The more loosely I hold my plans and just drop things when I need to and just read a book or go outside or have a dance party or whatever it is, it just makes our day so much better, and it actually makes us able to have more time to do maybe some of the things I wanted to do, like reading or math later, because my younger kids and my 5-year-old have gotten just the play or attention that they are really craving. So hold things loosely. Don't feel pressure, especially when your kids are little. Things like math and reading don't ultimately matter the way we think they probably do. What matters is just loving our children well and pointing them towards God and being an example to them and being the kind of parent that they trust and feel like wants to be with them and spend time with them. So I hope these were helpful. If you are trying to homeschool and have small children, please let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you found is helpful, or just kind of what your thoughts are about some of these things. I would love to hear from you. If you are enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm posting 2 videos per week relating to homeschooling, parenting encouragement, and some health related things. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.